Abagtha is a lesser-known character mentioned in the Bible, specifically in the Book of Esther. Despite his brief appearance, an analysis of his role can still offer valuable insights into his biographies, elements of power and success, as well as his faults, weaknesses, and sins. Biographies of Abagtha. Abagtha's biography is relatively limited in the Scriptures, but his appearance occurs during the time of King Ahasuerus, who ruled over a vast empire from India to Ethiopia. Abagtha served as one of the 7 eunuchs who attended to the king's needs and held a position of prominence within the royal court. Elements of power and success. As one of the king's eunuchs, Abagtha possessed a level of power and influence within the royal household. Eunuchs in ancient times often held important administrative roles, which granted them access to the highest levels of authority. Abagtha's position allowed him to be privy to the king's decisions and to play a part in the governance of the kingdom. Success in Abagtha's context might be attributed to his ability to gain the favor and trust of King Ahasuerus, thereby securing his prestigious role in the court. Achieving such a position required shrewdness, loyalty, and the capacity to navigate the complex dynamics of the royal court. Faults and weaknesses of Abagtha. While the Scriptures do not explicitly mention any faults or weaknesses of Abagtha, it is crucial to recognize that he was part of a court that was not without its problems. The Book of Esther reveals a tale of political intrigue, power struggles, and plots, and Abagtha, as a court official, may have been involved in or aware of such schemes. In historical contexts, royal courts were often rife with intrigue, and it's possible that Abagtha might have faced moral dilemmas or ethical challenges in carrying out his duties. Like any human, he would have been susceptible to the temptations of power and the potential to abuse it. Sins of Abagtha. The Scriptures do not explicitly mention any specific sins committed by Abagtha. However, the overall narrative of Esther portrays a kingdom plagued by sin and moral ambiguity. The main antagonist, Haman, hatches a wicked plot to annihilate the Jews, and Abagtha's position in the court might have made him privy to such schemes. It is worth noting that silence in the Scriptures about a character's sins doesn't necessarily imply their righteousness. Like all individuals, Abagtha would have been susceptible to sinfulness and the moral challenges that come with positions of power. In the context of the story, the focus is primarily on the bravery and resourcefulness of Queen Esther, who risks her life to save her people. Abagtha's character serves a minor role in this narrative, leaving many aspects of his life unexplored. Conclusion. The character of Abagtha, though briefly mentioned in the Book of Esther, provides an intriguing glimpse into the dynamics of a royal court and the complexities of wielding power. As one of the king's eunuchs, he enjoyed prominence and influence, attributes often associated with success in such contexts. However, as a human being, Abagtha would have had his share of faults, weaknesses, and moral dilemmas. His position in the court might have exposed him to the darker aspects of power, including involvement in political intrigues or witnessing the wickedness of others. Despite the limited information about Abagtha, his presence in the story of Esther reminds us of the multifaceted nature of humanity and the ever-relevant lessons about power, success, and moral responsibility. Just as in the case of any biblical character, the study of Abagtha's life calls for a thoughtful reflection on our own actions and choices in our pursuit of power and success.